Moscow has called out United States as the mastermind behind the kamikaze drone attack on Putin. According to Kremlin, while Ukraine carried out the deadly drone attack, it was Washington that had done all the planning. A huge furor was created as Moscow revealed that Kyiv had carried out an assassination bid in order to kill Russia's President Putin, while Ukraine has denied the allegations. The latest revelation by Moscow is equally shocking. A drone attack set an oil product reservoir on fire in southern Russia, and according to reports, the incident occurred at the Lysky refinery in the Black Sea port area of Russia just days ago. Another fuel depot on the west side had caught fire near a bridge linking Russia's mainland with the occupied Crimea Peninsula. No casualties were reported, and the emergency services put down the fire in a couple of hours. Ukraine says it has downed 18 out of 24 Russian drones launched by Moscow this morning. It says that all missiles and drones targeted the Ukrainian capital for the third time in 4 days, further adding that Moscow has also attacked Kyiv using loitering munition and missiles. Reportedly, out of the 15 Shahed kamikaze drones fired at the Black Sea coastal city of Odessa, Kyiv's air defenses destroyed 12, while 3 struck a university compound. Texas authorities have arrested the wife and a friend of a man accused of killing 5 of his neighbors, saying the two helped the suspect evade capture for 4 days. The shooting occurred after neighbors asked the suspect to stop firing his semi-automatic rifle in his yard because it was keeping their baby awake, following which the suspect reloaded his rifle, entered the home of the neighbors and killed 5 people, including an 8-year-old boy. The first of the 66 new F-16Vs to be delivered to Taiwan from the US have been reportedly delayed due to supply chain disruptions. Taiwan's defense minister said his ministry was working to minimize the damage. He further added that the US will also make up for deficiencies and deliver spare parts for the existing fleet. In 2019, the US approved an $8 billion sale of Lockheed Martin core F-16 fighter jets to Taiwan, a deal that would take the island's F-16 fleet to more than 200 jets, making it the largest in Asia. Japanese foreign minister has met with the Peruvian president in Lima as the two leaders discussed bilateral issues to consolidate trade ties. They met at the presidential palace in Lima to mark the 150th anniversary of the start of the diplomatic relations between the two countries. The Japanese minister also met with his Peruvian counterpart at Peru's foreign ministry headquarters, where both delivered a joint statement. The Japanese minister expressed Japan's expectations of Peru's role as an important economic partner. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has arrived in Goa for the SCO Foreign Ministers meeting. The Pakistan Foreign Minister's visit to India is the first high-level visit from Islamabad since 2011. Bhutto Zardari's visit comes amid continued strain in ties between India and Pakistan on a number of issues, including Islamabad's alleged continued support to cross-border terror. Bhutto said that he looks forward to the meeting focused exclusively on SCO issues and is hopeful of carrying out constructive discussions with his counterparts. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov is also in Goa for the SCO Foreign Ministers meeting. The two-day meeting kicked off with talks between SCO Secretary General Zhang Ming and the Indian Minister Jai Shankar. Last month, the Indian and Russian defense ministers held talks in which they agreed to strengthen their defense partnership. An Indian Army Dhruv helicopter crashed while on an operational mission in the Kishtwar region of Jammu and Kashmir. The chopper had made a precautionary landing on the banks of the Marwa region, and according to reports, the pilots had reported a technical fault to the air traffic control before proceeding ahead with the precautionary landing. Immediate rescue operations were launched and the Army rescue teams promptly reached the site. Two pilots and a technician were on board. They have been admitted to the command hospital. Citing operational reasons, India's domestic airline company Go First has cancelled all its flights till the 9th of May. In a notice put out by the airline, it apologized for the inconvenience caused by the cancellations and requested them to do the needful. India has reported 3,962 new coronavirus infections. The number of deaths has crossed more than 5 lakh with 22 deaths, which includes 7 reconciled by Kerala. Reported by Kerala, the COVID case tally was recorded at 4.49 crore, while the active cases now comprise 0.08% of the total infections, and the national COVID recovery rate has been recorded at 98.73%. The Arab League foreign ministers are to hold an emergency meeting to discuss Sudan's situation. The meetings come ahead of an Arab summit in the city of Jeddah on the 19th of May. This comes at a time when the UN chiefs has urged Sudan's warring parties to pursue peace and reconcile. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres called upon warring generals and urged them to pursue the path of peace and reconciliation. The United Nations has announced positive engagements with the Houthi authorities in Yemen's capital Sana'a. It has called in on all concerned parties to take bold steps to end the years-long war in the country. The special envoy to Yemen has said that the talks were frank, detailed and constructive, and Hans further added that he was encouraged by the positive and constructive atmosphere and looked forward to holding talks with the Houthis, Yemen's internationally recognized government, as well as the Saudi Arabian government and Oman. Israeli forces have killed 2 Palestinian gunmen who had shot dead a British Israeli mother and her 2 daughters in the occupied West Bank in April. The third militant who had aided the 2 gunmen was also killed in the raid. The Palestinian Health Ministry said that there had been 3 fatalities during the raids in the city of Nablus. He further added that the 3 men were members of the Palestinian Islamist armed group, the Hamas. The Hamas confirmed the same. A fight broke out at an electric charging station in suburban Denver, which quickly escalated into a fatal shooting that killed a Tesla driver while another man was taken into custody. The 33-year-old driver's name has not been released so far. 2 shots were fired during the altercation. The deceased died of a single bullet shot. At least 129 people have been killed in Rwanda as heavy rains and flash floods have wreaked havoc. Strong rainstorms started last week, causing flooding and mudslides that swept away several houses across the country and left some roads inaccessible. Rwanda Met Agency has warned that more rains are coming. The government has urged residents living in the wetlands and other dangerous areas to relocate. The western and northern provinces of Rwanda are particularly hit, making them vulnerable to landslides. Monitoring of grains and storage is possibly on the verge of getting revolutionized as a grain surfing robot could be taking up the responsibility soon. The Crover robots include a large mothership which surfs on the surface of the grain heap using a smaller T-shaped device that offers farmers and grain merchants better insight into the environmental conditions of grain crops such as wheat and barley in stored sheds. In a bid to make up for the killing of a Mexican rescue dog while in the line of duty, Turkey has gifted a pup to the Mexican army. The Mexican army welcomed the 3-month-old German Shepherd with open arms. He will join Mexico's famed canine unit specialized to help locate survivors in the country's earthquake-prone and natural disaster-prone areas. Ahead of his coronation, Britain's King Charles and his wife and Queen Consort Camilla hosted a garden party at the renowned Buckingham Palace. The celebrations for the coronation are underway as the ceremony is a day away. Their Majesties were joined by music legend Lionel Richie, who will be performing at the coronation concert over the weekend. The 1910 oil on canvas painting by French post-impressionist Henri Rousseau looks set to steal the show at Christie's New York Spring Auctions, part of the painter's Jungle series. It showcases a tropical scene envisioned by the self-taught artist who never left France. Christie's New York vice chairman of the 20th and 21st century art, describing it as the rarest painting we'll sell this year. Rousseau's current auction price record stands at $4.4 million, which was set 3 decades ago. Forest officials in India's Chhattisgarh state have rescued a leopard cub and are now in the process of trying to reunite it with its mother. Workers in the district spotted the cub, which had strayed from the forest area, and informed the forest department, following which officials came in and have cordoned off the area. In order to make the cub's mother feel safe is to take its baby. In 2020, India's Environment Ministry reported that it had 12,852 leopards, which is a 60% rise from the previous year.